And so we begin.
Are you feeling crazy?
We are feeling crazy. Welcome to Mitch and Mike's voiceover journey. And today, on Mitch and Mike's voiceover journey, we have a special guest for you. The one, the only, Melique Berger.
Oh.
Yeah. We don't do, radio sound effects or anything, so you'll just have to imagine all the applause.
Yeah.
Well, I'm leaving, but thank you so much for having me. I do appreciate it.
Sorry,
I'll find
we didn't
the
break out
applause.
the bells and whistles.
I'll find them somewhere.
There was supposed to be a red rug. There were things, and that's fine, gentlemen.
If you've got the one from your bathroom, you just put it down and walk on it and pretend that it's,
that is
us
leopard,
rolling
but
that
I'm
out for
good
you.
with that. I'll do it. I'll do it.
Thanks so much for joining us. It's about time we had you on. It's very special to have you here. I know a lot of people are going to be going, oh my goodness, they got Melique Berger. How did they do that?
I love it. Thank you so much for having me. I do appreciate it.
How did they do that? I don't know how we did this. How did this come to be?
Well, I happen to like both of you very much, so I don't think that hurts.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's been great to get into your good graces this year, and become a member of the House of Berger, and just one of your pupils, and also one of your friends. So all that love.
You're my
to you.
family, man. You know that.
I know.
Somebody
And
knows. I don't know how to do it, but
I don't know how I set it
I'm
up. but I
throwing
did.
gang signs. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm just like,
Yeah.
we're doing big things up in here.
Something changed, yeah.
Oh, Melique. So, Melique, see, the thing is, and I was talking to you before this, it's like, normally we have people on, we're like, all right, tell us your story, and they get it out in about an hour. Melique's probably got about 19 hours of material that she can drop on us.
Because
don't have
Melique
that
is Grandma Moses, and this is just what happens. The scarab does work.
But what I'm saying is, you've been doing this for so long. You're a member of, showbiz. I don't want to say royalty. I guess royalty. Sure. I mean, your parents were in your. I mean, you can drop names to your famous friends that you've mentioned before as well. But you've been around this thing for a long time, so I know you have a wonderful story.
No.
Well, my mother, Myra Berger, was a very big commercial agent. Rest in peace, and she was amazing. And before that, she was the theater producer. So I'm born and bred in this business. My uncle Shelley Berger is the only manager to the Temptations and Mr. Gordy's partner for, I want to say they're up on possibly 68, 69 years.
Wow.
And Uncle Shelley is still on tour with the Temps.
Oh
So
my
that's
gosh.
great. So yeah, that's just never going to stop. And Shelley is also one of the reasons that us black folk are on TV, because he made that happen. He made that happen. There's an old story that the Supremes were doing the Ed Sullivan show, and they wanted Diana and the girls to go through the kitchen. And he was like, or the backstage. And he was like, what are you talking about? No,
Right.
this is Diana Ross. No. And, I'm very grateful. And he also, the day that I booked several jobs and was a must join, I called my uncle and I said, hey, do you want to make an investment? And we joined SAG and AFTRA the same day because he made an investment.
Oh,
And that's it.
so,
you're paying
and
off.
you said he's still around, because you said he's still in
He
partnership
sure
with
is.
Quincy. Or
Yeah. Mr. Gordy, yes.
Gordy. Yeah, Barry Gordy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why my brain went Quincy Jones, but it's Barry
Yeah.
Gordy. Big Motown producers.
Yeah,
like that.
Motown. Huh. Interesting. It's
Yeah.
almost as if...
Who's from Motown that we
Right
know?
down the
Would it be
road.
Gwen Stefani? No.
No,
Yeah.
it
No.
would
I
be,
get mixed
it
up
would
with
be
her a lot.
Mitch Lashinsky.
Right down the road.
I always say the interesting thing with me is, yes, I happen to be a Nepo baby, but I'm very talented. And I'm glad for that, because I know a whole bunch of us that it just didn't work out.
Yeah.
Didn't work out.
I do. This was a question I had for later, because I can't ask this to a lot of people, but I see why you've done it. A, meeting you and knowing you more peripherally, I can see why you followed, well, not even followed because you're doing your own thing, but why you stayed within the realm of show business.
Oh, yeah.
Why do you think we do it? Why do you think we look in and go, wow, that looks nice? Because it's hard, and it's harder than anyone can imagine from the outside.
We're a very special breed of person. Anybody whose job is 99.9% rejection isn't just a sadist or a masochist. This is what we must do. This is what moves us. This is who we are. And we find that out very, very young. I started dancing Russian ballet when I was 3. I played the flute with John Corigliano in the Los Angeles Harmonica. It's the Los Angeles Harmonica. Los Angeles Philharmonic by the time I was in the 5th grade. I've been working. I'll be 56 next year, and I've been working for 53 of those years. You know, I've been behind the mic for 36 years, and I really wanted to quit. Like, that was the deal. There was a really big film I was up for, a huge feature, and I think it was like 88, and I didn't get it. And that was the one that like went, and my mom was my agent, and I said, I'm done. I quit. I'm joining a punk band, and that's what I'm doing. And
that would have been cool.
Did you join a punk band?
It still is. I actually do. I get to sing with Angelo Moore from Fishbone every once in a while, so
Whoa,
that's good.
All right.
But so there's that. But within that week, Jeff Howell was the head of the voiceover department at my mom's agency at Abrams, Rubaloff and Lawrence, and he was like, "Hey, can you do some partner reads with me? I need some people." And I said no, just emphatically, just no. And my mom was like, "You'll listen to Jeff. He knows what he's talking about. You'll go." and I went, and I booked 3 national network spots that day, and went. So it's okay that I'm mixed and black and curvy and me, and it was okay. It didn't matter anymore. You know, I mean, when you're a curvy girl and you're my complexion in the 80s, the only place we really had to go was a different world. And it was special business and under 5, and they gave you a pink and a green sweatshirt, and it was like, okay, go be. And that wasn't enough for me. It just wasn't enough. And voiceover found me. Voiceover found me. And so I never left. Now my goal is just to be of service. Period.
Yeah, and so I mean, you've done, and you continue to do work. You continue, but you've done. Your IMDb list is as long as my arm, and
got some big arms on you.
You know,
some arms.
But yeah, that's what it's like at my age.
Don't butter yourself out, yeah.
But you have at what point were you doing the acting thing, doing the voice acting thing, and booking the gigs and everything, and started to do some of the other stuff, the producing and the coaching and the all the other things? How did that come about?
About 25 or so years ago, I was at a very reputable casting director's office, and he said to me, "You're ready." And I was like, "Oh." And my mother came from the school of those who can't do teach. And her being my agent, my business manager, and my manager, I came home crying. And I was like, "Mom, and she goes, "Not you. Not you. Go give them." And I realized at that point that I was one hell of a director, a mentor, and a coach. And I find that directing and coaching only makes me a better actor, which is great. And I'm able to be of service to my community. And that is very important because we need to bring up these new generations. I've been able to last, for quite a while. And I hope to be able to do voiceover until I'm no longer here. And it's very interesting what happened with the pandemic and being able to meet folks from all around the world that knew who I was and I didn't know who they were. And it didn't matter because you guys know me. At the end of the day, what you see is what you get. I'm me. I'm blue. I have a potty mouth. It is what it is. I always say the bruises heal, but you'll thank me. And I think that's when it happened. It happened about 25 years ago. And I never stopped, and I won't stop.
25 years of coaching.
Yeah.
Your coaching is longer than my voiceover career. My
I thought you were
voiceover
going to say
career is
longer than my arm.
Yeah, way longer than my arm also.
Call back.
Go back. But also, my godfather, Anthony Barneo, who was the head of kids casting for CBS, ABC actually, that was my ABC after school special. He was also the head of the children's department at the agency my mom was at, Abrams, Rubaloff, and Lawrence, with Andrea Romano, that was in the kids department as well. And so these are the people I grew up with. This is my family. And the natural progression, being a singer, being an actor, being a prima ballerina, and it was just the natural progression. I just found that, again, with voiceover, this didn't matter. It didn't matter anymore. And I'd done enough theater to know that this is the truest form of acting.
That voiceover is the truest form of acting.
Most definitely.
Because you're freest at that point?
You're freest. I mean, if we think of Shakespeare and if we think of the choruses and the choirs, everyone was faceless. Men were women, women were men. It didn't matter. It was about the work. So it has to be about the work. And that's what voiceover is all about.
I find that interesting because I know one of the things that I enjoy about film is some of the great acting that happens when people don't have lines. Their facial expressions, their reactions, their body language, and all of that. And so you take the flip side of that, come into voice acting, and you have to do that acting without the benefit of facial expressions or body language.
Not true. You should have your facial expressions. You should be using all of your body.
Okay, I stand corrected.
I'm going to fight you there.
I stand corrected. But, I mean, it has to be conveyed. You don't see the actor when you're listening to the finished piece. You're listening to what that actor did in the booth. And as to your point, hopefully using those facial expressions and those body languages and the we've all done it where you create a character and you tweak your face up to get that character's voice. And and that's part of it. But again, it has to come out in the finished product, and you don't get the benefit of seeing the person's visage as you would in film. So.
Yeah. Oh, I really Frenched it up there.
Well,
so they don't call me Pelletier for nothing.
That is interesting.
Don't let the spelling fool you.
Yeah. So we went from, I guess we've never talked about this on here either. We went from, it didn't matter what you looked like, you can play any role, to now we're kind of going back to, well, we kind of do want some people to look-ish similar to, like, we don't want all the white people playing all the people of color anymore because, let's open some doors here. I want to double on that one.
Back in the day in ADR, we would do a prison scene, for instance, and there would be all white men voicing and doing ADR for black characters. There are enough black actors that could have had those jobs.
Yeah.
But it was like ADR is just, it's still it's a very, very hard club to get into. And so I think it's wonderful to be able to have truth casting now. I truly do. I am in a very interesting situation being interracial, being queer, being married to a trans man. I kind of am Benetton. For all of you young folks out there was once a place called Benetton, and I am the United Colors of, So in my situation, I just do me. But there should be room for people to be able to perform that aren't just white guys and white gals.
Absolutely agreed. Yeah.
There's never not going to be enough work for everyone. It's a fact.
That's the thing. To your point, I mean, there's enough work out there where, a guy who looks like me and a guy who looks like Mitch shouldn't feel put out that there are roles that are specifically for BIPOC or for specific types of people that aren't us, because there's plenty of other stuff for us.
I will tell you, being the daughter of an agent, white men 25 to 75 are always going to work more. It's a fact. It's just how it is. It's what feeds the grinder. It's how it goes. That's why we get those legions of 22-year-old Calvin Klein models that come into LA every year, and That's what's up. But that doesn't mean that there's not enough room for everyone.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
And especially now with people really understanding non-binary actors, queer actors, trans actors. These are things that people didn't talk about. And it's time to talk about it. Because I know I've been a card-holding member of the community since 1983. And I've always been in front of my narrative. If anybody has a question, I have no problem telling you. None. There's never going to be a story about me because I would have already told you.
So, do you think that helped you just keep moving forward because I'm me and I'm doing this thing, or did people kind of back away maybe early on because that wasn't as recognized or
I wouldn't
okay
let them back away. I'm too fucking good at what I do.
That's true.
There you go.
And that's just real. That's real. If people have a problem, okay, next. You know, that's what. How much do you audition? What are you doing? What are you doing to get out there? Are you allowed to cuss? I didn't even ask that.
Oh, please. I mean, I love it. Mike.
Yeah.
Mike's.
You know, it happens occasionally, but Mitch is more apt to drop the dirty words.
I think that honestly, Mitch, I know that I'm a good person. I know that I can rest my head at night and know that I've been of service. You know, and I think that that's kind of cool because I had
nice.
mentors like that, and I don't know, it would be highway robbery if I didn't give back everything I have.
I wish I had your confidence, honestly.
Yeah,
I don't think I could find that much even near me, if you know what I'm saying.
And
Well, darling, I have it in a bottle. Just come to the house. I'll drop you off one.
Please, just
that's been one of the
dab
great
some
things,
on my tongue.
If I haven't mentioned it before, I think I have. I am coaching with one Melique Berger now.
This one?
Yes, this one right here.
Okay.
No, the other one. The one that everyone else talks about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The one with the
and that's
dreads.
one of the things that you stress is to be confident. Is when we're in the House of Berger in the group things. I know there's in a virtual room full of 12 people. There's varying levels of confidence in the actors.
Mm-hmm.
And I find that from you, whether it's explicitly said or whether it's what you do and how you coach them, that you are trying to instill in all of us, be confident in your choices and be confident in who you are and the things you're doing for this particular character, because the moment that you're tentative, it's not going to come out fully. And the casting directors are not going to notice you.
It's true. And this has nothing to do with your voice. This has everything to do with your skill. This has everything to do with being an actor. Acting first, voice second. You know.
I agree with that.
Most definitely. And
that's
you're not the first person.
That's all we need to know.
All right. Well, thank you so much for having me.
No,
I
we need
love
so
both of
much
you.
more from you. Shut up, Mitch. You can go. I'll stay here and talk to Melique. Yeah.
Oh, Mitch.
So why it's story time. Give us something, because of all the people, we have a lot of people on this show, and they, sometimes, like I said, they're just telling their life story, and that's great. I know you've got some juicy tidbits that this one time I was in a session with Mel Blanc and Don Bluth, and we did this and that and the other thing, or whatever. I those are the types of things I want to hear, is like the industry stories that'll make us go, wait, what?
Oh,
I'll tell you one that came up last night. I have never seen Wicked. All right, throw the tomatoes now. I did start watching it last night.
Okay.
But before we were watching it, we were watching something else, and Maya Rudolph was on it. Maya went to Beverly Hills High School. Maya is also Black and Jewish. And we were in a band for a summer called Vertical Smile. And I was a backup singer with David Geffen's daughter, Maya Rudolph. Jackson Brown's son was our manager. And we were Willona and the Woods. And that was the summer that Dustin Hoffman was my best friend, because I was working at this little boutique in Brentwood. And Dustin Hoffman and I became very, very good friends. And he actually came to the Roxy on Sunset to see this little silly band called Vertical Smile and Willona in the Woods.
Okay.
And so my friends were like, "Is that Dustin Hoffman?" And I said, "Well, yes, it is. He's here to support." So it was really, really funny.
Was he in like a baseball cap and sunglasses so people didn't swarm him, or was
he was full on Dustin Hoffman?
Dusty Hoffman.
He was feathered hair giving you Dustin Hoffman. It was great.
Wow.
And was this Rain Man era Dustin Hoffman?
It was just
late
after.
80s? Okay.
It was after that.
Wow.
Yeah. You know, so there's lots of very interesting stories like that. My sister, my dearest friend, Rain Pryor, is Rain Pryor, and I think that's all that needs to be said about that. We have been together since my 9th birthday.
Oh wow!
There was a private roller skating rink called Flipper's Roller Boogie Palace. It's where they filmed Xanadu.
Oh wow! Okay.
You guys remember Xanadu?
I mean, I do.
Sounds familiar.
It predates, yeah. Mitch,
I saw a girl that looked like me, and I'd never seen another person that like had this skin tone and hair, and I skated up to her and I said, "You've got to come to my birthday party." And she was like, "Well, when is it?" I'm like, "Now." And we became best friends, and we had no idea that our parents knew each other. And yes, I was the bad influence, but she was the straight A student, and she's absolutely brilliant. And so she has a show called Fried Chicken and Latkes that she wrote. She did it off Broadway, and she's toured it all over the place. And a few years ago, we were in the pool, and she said, "What do you think if we animate it?" And I was like, "Yeah, cool." So I called Gary Anthony Williams and Mara Juno and Gray Delisle, Deborah Wilson, Phil Lamar, and our friend Scott Ellis, and we got in the booth and we made this amazing sizzle reel. And I wish I could tell you that it got signed and it's on a network somewhere, but there is room for it. And it really is about our Black Jewish, well, most definitely Rain's Black Jewish experience, because, you know, she had a super interesting dad. And
to say the least.
And it's just to say the least. Yeah. And it's just, you know, to have a friend that you've been through the war with and is still like my left foot. Our kids are growing up, and my kids are older, actually. My kids are 23 and 21. But I think that Rain, for me, Rain's my North Star. Rain's where I check in and go, and she goes, So, and
when's
then
the last time you got one of those, by the way? Like
one of the I got one over Rosh Hashanah when I almost didn't make latkes, but I did make the latkes.
Okay, you made the latkes.
I made the latkes. But we have a little funny, if you can find it, called Black Jewish Gardens. And what we've done is we've taken Gray's Gardens and we have done our bubbies. So she's doing her bubby, I'm doing my bubby, and it is very, very funny. We've done maybe 4 of them, but hopefully Black Jewish Gardens will come back. And we just love being Black and Jewish. That's
who wouldn't?
About.
Who wouldn't?
Know, we're great cooks.
I have neither of those in my lineage, so I don't know. I don't know the fun of that. I'm just.
Oh, you will know the fun.
Oh, well, yeah.
You will know the fun.
Well, I would say mine and Mike's backstory is dang near the same as yours and Rain's. I was like, he looks like an older version of me. No, I'm just kidding. That's so good
though. That's so good though.
That's what everybody says. I mean, I am officially. I have been married longer than Mitch has been alive.
Wow.
And
Wait
a sec.
Right?
Wait a minute.
No.
How long have you been married?
Well, how old are you?
38.
Okay, not quite.
Oh, dear
I've
Lord,
been married. I've been married 35 years.
Okay.
But yeah, he's 38. I'm 55. I had never been to Detroit before a couple of years ago. But I'm old enough that I could have had a thing and been Mitch's dad.
I could be Mitch's mom.
I mean,
that's it.
You never knew.
This sounds like our prompt.
You never knew. There we go. There we go.
There we go. ChatGPT writing itself.
Wow. I'm so
But
excited.
I will say that Rain is probably the most brilliant person that I know, and there's a lot of really amazing things happening on the horizon for Rain. So, Rainy, when and if you're watching, I love you, I love you, I love you.
Oh,
I love you just
we
because
love you
Melique
too,
loves you
Rain.
so much.
We don't know you, but we love you through
You will know
Melique.
her. Damn it, you will know her.
I'm sure we will.
I had a question following that. I lost it in all the
See
joking.
what happens when you get old, Mitch?
Don't you dare.
What? Huh?
You dare.
Where's my pants?
Eyeballs for everyone.
Now we got a party.
Ah.
All right, so you've been immersed in this voiceover world for now. You said how many years you've been doing?
36.
36.
We're coming up on our 37th.
Yeah, and you've done all kinds of things. What are some of your, maybe not necessarily, and you've talked about a couple of them with Rain, but maybe not necessarily like the most famous thing you've done? Because I know you've done like a couple episodes of Rick and Morty. I know that you've got some cool stuff out there.
Dr. Doolittle
and if
too?
you want
Are
to
you
highlight that
kidding
as well,
me?
but like, what's
Okay,
the coolest thing? If you look back on all the stuff that you've done, what's like, a couple of projects where you're like, I did this and it was great, and here's why.
I have to say that Coffee from Cowboy Bebop is probably she's the end-all be-all. I was just speaking to an actor today that said the reason they became a voiceover actor was because of Cowboy Bebop.
Wow.
So that's one, and I think that's about 21 years old, something like that. And then I will say right now, voicing Rhyme for Pokemon is insane. It is
so fun to watch.
insane. There's only been 3. I'm one of the 3 female black gym leaders in the franchise, and we're getting ready to turn 30 years old. And Rhyme has the powers of all. She can do anything, and she's a battle rapper. I mean, come on, that's kind of cool. Also, everything I did on Boondocks. I did Boondocks for 4 seasons, and just amazing. Because I got to work with my friends.
Yeah.
Were you guys in the studio at that point, hanging out pretty much, or was this all remote?
No, we were in the studio. Yeah, we were definitely in the studio, for sure.
Man.
And then I think that like one of my faves is OKKO Let's Be Hero, where I play Wilhelmina the vampire, and Dave Fenoy is my husband Bernard the werewolf.
You and Dave Fenoy. Gosh,
Me and
What a team.
That's a pairing. That is a team right there.
It is quite a team. And
What was that called again?
OKKO Let's Be Heroes.
OKKO Let's Be Heroes. And can that be found somewhere?
It sure can.
Everywhere, yeah.
Yeah, it's all over the place.
Forgive me for not knowing some of the things that other people know.
Right. Really, it's all right, darling. Don't worry. I shan't hold it against you. Yeah.
Thank you.
But that was one of those really fun ones because we did record that in the round. And whenever I have a chance to do that, that's great. We also did that with Justice League War and Throne of Atlantis at the old Warner Brothers Ranch, which I guess we can now get on Amazon. I don't know. But yeah, that was another one of those moments where everybody got to record together. And I love that. I love being able to work ensemble. I think it's wonderful. And I kind of think that has a lot to do, thinking about it now, what happened with Reels. Reels, House of Burger, it all started at my best friend's dining room table over fried chicken and scotch.
That's a good combination.
She was
I'm
just
down
like,
for that.
hey, why don't you just come to my house? And I wasn't drinking, but it was like, but you can have fried chicken and we'll drink scotch. And that's what happened.
And you started playing around, and I'm assuming that was pre-COVID. You started doing that.
Oh, this was way pre, way pre, for sure. This was 17 years ago.
Ooh,
so Reels has been up every Tuesday night for the past 17 years.
wow.
Yeah.
So this has you started training. You said 18 years ago. You started coaching 18ish years ago. How long ago? You said
18, 20.
Okay. And at first, I'm sure it was like any coach where you know a few people who need coaching. And then eventually, more and more people talk about you, and it's like, I had a lot of fun, and she helped me do my demos. And then now it's this exclusive club called House of Burger.
It's not so exclusive because I'm in it, man.
I felt like we heard about it on like the whisper of the wind.
Well, and that's
we had to like hope that one of our friends knew a thing about something, and then we got this cryptic message at like way too late in the night about it one night.
In the night.
It was like, what's going on? And I can't, especially in my younger VO career, a year and a half ago, I can't know every voice actor. And he's like, guys, I got you in. And I'm like, what are we talking about? Where am I?
What? Is it Fear and Loathing in the Reels?
No. How did you build this, like, what feels, I don't know, it's like a speakeasy, but
yeah,
people want to,
it's a burlesque voiceover.
What's the password?
Yeah,
when I started coaching, it was for a very big casting director. And then what wound up happening was, I guess it went pretty well because there was a waiting list to get into my classes, and you needed to teach like certain classes to get to this animation class. And, you know, they would be like, we have a lot of other coaches. So this thing started, and it just got bigger than me. And my mom said, okay, it's time to go on your own. So I wanted to call House of Burger or Burger's Reels the Darch Ealing Tea Company because I'm that punk rock.
All right.
And my mom was like, wow. Wow. You're Melique Berger. You're making reels. Burger's Reels. And that's literally, thanks, Mom. That's literally how Burger's Reels was born, by my mom giving me that Brooklyn look like I brought her bad smokefish. And I was not allowed to call it the Darch Ealing Tea Company, which I still call it that.
You can have your pet names for things.
Burger's Reels.
No one's
so
stopping
Burger's
you.
Reels was born. And it just never went away. So yeah, it did start at Allie's kitchen table, and then it just grew and grew and grew, and it grew up. And I think that probably 5 years into it, I really wanted to direct, and I wanted to make demos that people weren't hearing. You know, there was this cookie cutter demo, there's a cookie cutter commercial, there's a cookie cutter animation, but there was never an animation or a commercial from a black, female, queer point of view. And that's what I did. You know, I wanted to give folks a voice that might not have had their voice. And I wanted to talk about things. I wanted to talk about products that people were using. If you were a trans woman and you were doing electrolysis, I wanted to talk about that in your commercial demo.
Interesting.
You know, I want to talk about binders for female to male trans people. I want to talk about rights for the community. I want to talk about being Jewish and being black. And when I find folks that have similar ideas and live a similar life, I'd rather speak to someone that at least walks the walk and knows what's going on. That doesn't mean that I don't want to work with like surfers and roller derby people and
for sure, dude.
You know, see, there's that.
Yeah.
But I want to be every woman, and I want you to feel safe to be yourself. What you see is what you get. I really am me. That's why there's not stories. That's why there's not no, because I'll tell you straight up. I have nothing to lose. I'm sober. I'm happy. I'm alive. A lot of my friends aren't anymore. I went to Fairfax High School. I went to school on Melrose and Fairfax. And if you ever come to LA, trust me, man, we got a lot of really cool people that went there, and we got a lot of really cool people that just aren't here anymore. And when you grow up in this business, you lose a lot.
Yeah, more so than other walks of life, for sure.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
So what? Tell us, like, what makes up the Melique Berger, like, for lack of a better term, the Melique Berger empire. You've got House of Burger on Tuesdays. You got some of the coaching, the demos, all these things that you offer as services to those of us in the community. What can they find? First of all, MeliqueBerger.com. Very simple to find Melique and her the things that she can offer you, the voice actor, as far as coaching and demos and all that. But what all is out there? What all
first,
can?
As long as you don't spell it M-A-L-I-K, because you're not going to find me. It's M-E-L-I-Q-U-E. What do I offer? Melique Berger. What I offer is audition prep. So if you have a callback or if you have a really big audition, I do that. I do private sessions, commercial demos, animation demos, and then there's the workout. You know, back in the day, in order to get into the reels, you would have to put a marker down for that actor that you wanted to bring in, and if that actor sucked, you were kicked out.
Ooh.
So that's how that used to go. Now with rehab, with my friend, my mentor, my business manager, Jim Frank.
The Frankster.
The Frankster. You know, we were talking about everything, and he said, rehab. You know, you're sober. Like, it's animation rehab. Like, people need to rehab their animation. And then that's what happened. So I opened Reels for Wednesday night, which it's always been Tuesday, but now it's Wednesday as well. And it's gathering and cultivating actors that might be novice, might be super well known, but I will tell you, we're doing the damn things. Again, having a staff writer, Landon Bradford, that we have such a close relationship and we've been working together for so long. If I say, Landon, I have 8 people coming tonight. We need 8 characters. Listen, we get new copy every single week. And we work as an ensemble. Because I come from theater companies, I'm a theater brat. I mean, that's what's up. And I want to work in ensemble. That's how you can hear and you can give and you can take. You know,
I think it helps hearing later. You can hear, you can read that and hear someone else doing that voice, so you can then act on top. Like, it kind of helps bring other people in the room when you can ensemble now. I can, I love it.
Yeah, that's why I love doing table reads and all. And one of the things that I've enjoyed about the rehab and that I enjoyed when I've coached with Katie Lee. We've done the same type of thing where you come in with a script and a lot of times when you're in a group workout, right? You know, you're in a setting with 8 other people, 1 coach, and you've got your 10 minutes. Mm-hmm. And there's merit to that. And you do some of that as well, where it's like, here's the script. I read it a couple times, you give me feedback, and then we move on to the next person, and then I'm done. And I'm just hearing what everybody else has to say. When you're doing an ensemble read, it's just, to me, I love that part of it because you get to act with other people, because you get to react to what they're saying. And
that's it. Acting is reacting.
Yeah. And it's just so much fun to get in there and play around with these folks. And one of the funnest parts for me is when you're like, all right, you all have it, go, and then you put yourself on mute and we're acting it out. And out of the corner of my eye, as I'm reading the script over here, I glance over to everybody's faces and Malique's just doing this. And so
because it worked.
Yeah.
It worked. But you know what? I'm also the kind of coach that I don't care if it's a room of 15 people. If you're not getting it, I am going to do everything in my power for you to leave with that golden nugget and say, oh, interesting. Not everybody takes information in the same way.
Right.
But as an actor, these are my favorite directors. I want directors that are actors. And I'm glad that I have grown into the director that is an actor. Because who knew? But I love doing it.
I think you knew.
I think deep down, yeah.
You excel
must
at
have
everything
known.
you try. Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
I think now,
I'm good with
since
red
we're
lipstick.
talking about the product that is Melique Berger, why don't you,
Yes.
what you wanted to throw out there, now's a good time to talk about some special deals that maybe people can get.
Oh, I would love to do that. Listen, anybody that is watching or listening this, please on me, enjoy $150 discount. $150 discount, Jim, for anybody that's watched and listened and wants to know a little something about this. You know, I'm not going to lie and be like, listen, my classes are only 32 cents. They're not. But I do want to offer that because I do know that a lot of folks are going through stuff right now, and I don't think that your career should suffer because you're not able to get what you need. And I want to be a beacon. I want to be the light. And I'm just going to keep shining.
Well, there you go.
So,
can we get our own special promo code?
I bet Jim Frank will give you one.
M&MVJ gets you $150 off.
I love it. M&MVJ. And
we
done.
could spin that. Yeah. Okay.
Done. I'm into that.
All
and
right.
then if you've been watching any kind of shows lately, you might hear me in Diary of a Wimpy Kid, The Final Straw. That just showed up. So I
On
might
Netflix,
be
right?
around. Disney.
Is it Disney? Okay.
It is Disney.
Oh, wow.
Sorry, dropped the wrong network.
Oh.
Well, darling, I'm sure that you could watch Pokemon on Netflix. How about that? But listen. I try to keep it real. I don't try. I do. It is what it is.
Yes.
So I love to tell people that I'm very serious about coaching and directing. The bruises heal, but you will thank me for it.
Yeah, and that's another thing I love about. And I told you first, right out of the gate too. Is I don't need someone to hold my hand and say you're so good. You're wonderful. You need no. I need someone to slap me in the head and say, okay, but here's and to pull that great performance out of me. And that's what I feel. I really feel like I'm getting from you again in the group sessions, also in the one-on-ones. And I just since I started coaching with you a couple months ago, I feel like that much better of an actor, and so that's where I know I'm getting something out of this.
Thank you.
And that I can truly say, hey, this isn't just fluff. We're not just having someone on and saying, yeah, go coach. I coach with her, and I'm getting something good out of it, so y'all should too. So
Fine, you guys. I'll put it in the budget for 2026. Fine.
There you go.
Wow.
You're gonna get Mitch.
Did you hear that, everybody?
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
Oh, good.
Late to the party.
Nice to hear it.
Wow.
That's fantastic.
It's hard not to think about constantly when there's,
When all of your friends are in the cool guy club.
Well, I love how your camera did that on purpose.
Yeah, she's got that gimbal thing
I
going.
know.
It's so funny.
I have a very aggressive camera, so it does like to just follow me.
Oh,
there it goes.
Yeah.
The first time it didn't, and it's funny because it was making you a liar.
It stopped on all the awards. That was good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There you go.
There you go.
All the awards. Yeah. Well, I mean, Mitch and I talk about it all the time. It's. I mean, we. I don't know how we lucked out because we seem to have, like separately. We met each other in a Global Voice Acting Academy workout. Like clicked, and then started meeting and started talking about podcasts, and then I went to One Voice and he didn't, but he got, and we like got involved with the same people somehow.
Oh, wow.
And so like Jim and Mike Cunningham and
It's because Jim is everywhere.
Well, Jim is everywhere.
At all
yeah,
times.
You can't avoid Jim.
He
Jim
might
is
be in my
Oz.
house right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jim, shut up.
Yeah, there he is. Yeah. Just-
Right
That
underneath
wouldn't
me.
stop
Jim,
him, yeah.
stop that.
Jim's a life
But
changer.
and through that, just over the and because of them, we are now involved with you. I mean, Jim and Mike, Larry Oblender, and Sean Scott, and some of these folks that are just fantastic friends.
The love
that through Tim Powers and through you, and so we've gotten to know all these great people and got involved in some great projects and just some other things, and it's just we feel like we've kind of gone down the right path, and
you
we're
absolutely did.
Yeah, we're involved with a lot of good people that are doing good things in the industry, and I'm not above grabbing onto some coattails and being drug along.
Shit, I tell people all the time, if my name's going to help you get into a room, honey, you better use that name. Use it. Do what you got to do.
I would say the same. When anyone goes, oh, you're Mitch from blank, which happened once. So I'm not gonna lie.
There you have it.
It felt good. So I imagine, saying, "Oh, I know Melique Berger," and they're like, "Oh, that says something about you."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm me, I want to say, I'm just a simple black Jewish queer girl from West Hollywood. There's nothing simple about me. I am who I am. I'm not everybody's cup of tea, and I'm okay with that. I really am. I'm okay with that. Because my work speaks for itself. Yeah. Thank you.
Certainly
Thank you
does.
very much.
And then one other thing to tout, Mitch and I have been involved in these with this group of folks. Some of the folks we've name dropped here for a little over a year now, probably going on a year and a half. With a little thing called Shoestring TV, a little thing that's put out some pretty good little audio dramas there, called Leo Braun and Magnetar, and now we've got Topaz and Stillman.
Which I believe
new
is
episode
airing
drops tomorrow. Which actually, when you listen to this, we'll have dropped 2 days ago on Tuesday. But we did a whole. It's growing, and it's growing in a good way. And one of the ways it's growing is that someone in this room, not the people who've been involved for over a year, but someone else in this room is now on the board of directors for Shoestring TV. And
yes,
is going to be
Are we allowed to tell people this, Mike?
I'm doing it.
I'm doing it with them.
Yeah. Sorry, Jason, if it's not supposed to be public knowledge, but it's going to be now. Hey,
public
Jason.
knowledge. At least 8 people are going to find out.
Yeah.
And tell their friends.
I was absolutely honored to be asked. I really believe in everything that Shoestring TV is doing and will do. I am very grateful to lend my voice to a specific show called Topaz and Stillman. Whenever that comes around, I'm happy to lend my time, and I am absolutely addicted to Leo Braun, and I just can't stop. And then I don't mind Jim Frank and Terry Briscoe. I don't mind them at all. I kind of like them a lot.
They're kind of fun.
And Rebecca Lee, and it's exciting, and I can't wait.
Right, a few other folks.
And I love Larry, and I love Michael Cunningham so much. And when my time comes, you will all know.
I'm sure it's going to be.
Oh man, that sounds
I'm just gonna guess it's probably gonna be a new villainess coming up, and maybe the second half of the show or something. I'm just gonna guess that because I just feel the vibes.
Mike, me, a villain? Yeah, well, it's working. It's working. So I'm super stoked about that. Super
and we
stoked.
are stoked to have you on board as well. I can't wait to see the creative direction that you help bring in, and I just am very excited to see where this thing goes, and some of the projects that we come up with, and all the things we're doing.
The top, baby.
It's just fun. It's just fun to be doing these audio dramas. So
I love it.
After that last meeting, I was thinking, like, guys, come quick! Like, anyone who's not a part of Shoestring Team, I'm like, it's happening.
You're like, Melique, is that you?
Well, they called the cast.
No, I was calling up to you. Yeah, I was calling up to you
cast into a Zoom meeting, and I pop in, and there's Melique, and I'm like, and Allison Cossett is in, and I'm like, wait. What's going on? And then we find out that we're bringing all these new folks in to help with the production, the producing, and the just the overall direction,
and the writers' room, and
so super exciting. So can't wait to see all that coming up. And again, I mean, we got Topaz and Stillman is in full gear, releasing episodes every few weeks.
And
we got
Stillman.
Leo Braun season 2. We've recorded some stuff for, and that'll be coming in 2026. We got Magnetar is dropping episodes here and there, and actually, I'll just go ahead and drop it if it's not news. Our mutual pal Larry Oblander is the engineer, the producer of Magnetar now, so he's going to be putting those episodes
Larry
together,
Oblander.
so lending his talent. So just a lot of cool things happening over there, and I'm just blessed that Mitch got involved before me, and he told Jason, "Hey, I got this friend that maybe should be part of this," and I got roped in, and here I am.
Oh,
so.
Mitch.
Oh, yes. I show up for my friends.
Mitch is such a good friend of mine. He's got me involved in some wonderful things.
I'm just me, and I'm,
and you're proud.
I'm proud of me, and
I love it.
I'm proud to be a young white man from Michigan.
There you go.
I just can't say that out loud.
White man, yeah.
But
there you
go.
go.
No. I do want to ask Mike's question because I feel like it's unfair that he gets to ask it all the time.
Okay.
Go for it.
You, Melique,
yes,
have done seemingly it all. Dancing, singing, directing, producing, coaching, voiceover, regular acting, whatever, all of it. Maybe you're on Deadliest Catch. I don't know.
I am, as a matter of fact.
Okay,
Yeah.
I knew I saw you
Next
on
season of Dancing with the Stars. No.
That's it.
Yeah. What could be next? What does Muhammad Ali do after he beats everybody? You know what I'm saying? What could be? What is that great next thing to hold on to or be excited for?
That Emmy. One day. And everyone
happen.
says, "Oh, the hardware doesn't matter." Yes, it does. Yes, it does. And I want to be able to show folks that you can do it. That you have to work hard and not stop. I live, breathe, drink, sleep. And at some point I would like to be able to teach the method to other folks and have a few coaches that are able to learn the method and give it. I just want to keep giving it back. The biggest thing is leaving a legacy for my sons. That's truly it. Sure, I want to win an Emmy. Who doesn't want to win an Emmy?
So
but
Emmy's
Jackson
not
and
the legacy.
Julian. No, the legacy is Jackson and
Call
Julian.
that method.
Art of the Pivot.
Yes, we do.
Which comes with the Tree of Five, and then the Theater of Your Mind.
And we
All
have
the
to
Melique
take the
Berger
class to find this
catchphrases
out, don't
that
we?
I learned when I took her class
When you took her
at
class.
One Boys, and
yeah.
so
Little tasty morsels. I'm excited. You are the first one, ding, ding, ding. We should have some sort of streamers to say Emmy, to even be tickling the toes of the Emmy, to even say the word. Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna
might
say
as well
that
say
shit.
it. Yeah.
Damn,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say
Manifest
that
it.
shit.
Yeah.
But again, Jackson and Julian, when I'm not here, what I hear, my mother had over 400 clients, and I still see folks on a daily that are like, "Your mom is so proud of you." Or someone writes me on social media, "Myra is so proud of you." And those are the things that keep me going because my mom and I were tight.
Yeah.
I'm a only kid, only mom. And we're tight. So she might be here in a different form now. But when I get those messages, I'm like, as a matter of fact, at my mother's funeral, I eulogized her, and the president of my agency at that time came up to me after and he said, "Honey, you can take as much time as you want, but you just booked a job." And I was like, "Yeah, I'll be there." Because that's my mom.
even
so
in passing away, she got you a job.
there we go.
Wow.
So, I'm really happy still being Myra's daughter, and I'm even happier being Jackson and Julian's mom.
That's
Heck
a good
yeah.
thing. That is a good thing.
Yeah.
That'd be a good ending, but...
But we got some acting to do, don't we?
Hello.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We got to
all right.
play around. I mean, we
No,
don't want to end on a serious note, right? I mean,
Yeah,
that was
no,
wonderful.
That
and
was a
all,
beautiful
and
note.
touching,
It's kind of serious, but yeah.
we're gonna get wild and crazy and weird now. So we're gonna just come on back in a split second here with something outlandish.
What is it? Yeah, what is it, Mike?
Outlandish.
Just-
I don't know, I couldn't come up with the word. Let's go.
Outlandish.
Y'all- Hey, y'all, I got Mike pregnant.
How about that? Okay, yeah, we have. We're like, all right, Melique, what do you want to do? And she went, "Here's what I want to do." And we went, "Oh, all right, this is getting real." So, without further ado, come to the delivery room with us. Here we go. Marcus, I think this baby's doing parkour inside of me.
No, that's great, honey. Parkour babies have excellent reflexes. Just breathe in like a majestic walrus and out like a disappointed squirrel or something.
What? Why would a squirrel be disappointed? I don't understand.
I don't know, because it expected a nut, but life gave it taxes or something.
All right, Jess, let me take a look. Oh, okay. There the baby is clocking out early. I like it. Sprinting for the exit.
No, it can't. Already? I didn't even get to go to do that deep relaxation meditation you sent me, Marcus.
Oh, you mean that 12-hour whale song playlist? Sweetheart, the whales will understand. Ow, my hand.
No, yes. I need you to help focus with Jess. And Jess, I need you to stop clenching like you're going to hold in a confession, darling.
I am holding in a confession. I'm so sorry. I ate the granola bar in your desk drawer. I'm so hungry. I'm sorry, darling.
Jess, you're in labor. You're observed of all snack crimes. Okay, now, Marcus, hand me that. Wait. Why did you bring a rubber chicken?
What the heck? It's a birthing mascot for Morel, okay?
This is a medical facility, not a circus with questionable budget.
Doc, I gotta say, unless that chicken can deliver a baby, maybe don't judge. Give me the chicken. Give me the chicken. Give me the chicken.
Here. Ow. Ow. Ow, 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 ow.
Sorry.
Ow. Jess, okay, you're doing amazing, but ow, imagine the baby sliding out like a graceful penguin.
Marcus, can you please stop giving the baby ideas? If it comes out belly sliding, I'm naming it after you.
Okay.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay, Jess. Big push coming, and... Yup! The baby is absolutely not waiting for anyone. It's basically doing a jailbreak.
Oh, doctor, please catch my child before it joins the Olympics.
Oh, yes. You've got this. Just push like you're trying to get a vending machine to accept a wrinkled dollar.
Okay, here we go. Yes! We have a very loud and opinionated baby. Oh, congratulations, parents. It appears extremely healthy and mildly judgmental.
Oh, perfect. It takes after me.
And the penguin imagery?
Marcus, please never say the word penguin in the medical room again.
Oh, he can't help it. He's just built this way.
So was your baby. Welcome to the world, little one. Sorry about the chicken.
Looks like you, Mike.
Scuba dooba doo doo.
Wow. I had a baby on air.
That you did.
Don't get to hear that every day.
What a blast.
That's
times.
fun.
Melique, thanks for the weird and wild idea. Thanks for for making Mitch's dreams come true. And
I'm a giver.
Absolutely. You know, I felt your calm doctor demeanor really helped us amp it up, to be honest. It was a nice
juxtaposition.
Juxtaposition.
Get that juxta. If
juxta.
we're all screaming memes, what are we going to do?
Yeah. Perfect.
Well, Melique, thanks for coming on the show. Thanks for wanting to come on the show. Just truly appreciate you being here. And hopefully for the listeners, you got something out of this. You got some enjoyment. You got to hear a big star on our tiny little show.
Right? Yeah.
It's not every day you're going to get that.
Thank you both so much for having me, and I do love both of you, and kisses on your faces.
Mwah. Thank you. All right, folks. That'll do it. Goodbye.
Okay, bye.
Peace.
Here we go. See, I was going to try to not do the awkward goodbyes, but then Mitch just had to come in.
It's so
and do
awkward.
What would Jim say? Actually, there's one time. Yeah.
I don't know. I can't do Jim.
It's been a while now. I can't do Jim either. He's one of
All
mine.
right.
Yeah.
Man.
All right. Goodbye.
Is this
everybody.
weird now?
That was,
Okay.
That was above awkward.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.